Alright, it's good to see you girls again. So we're going to be doing a lesson on Saju Jirugi today. So Saju Jirugi is not technically one of the Taekwondo patterns. We sometimes refer to it as sort of the first pattern, the white belt pattern, but technically it's not one of the official ones. It's more of a practice, something to prepare you for doing the patterns such as Chonji. So it's a sequence of fundamental movements. It means four directional punch. So Jirugi means punch, Saju means four directions. So we could do Saju Maki, four directional block, Saju Chirigi, four directional strike, Saju Chagi, four directional kick. So for Saju Jirugi, there's only two moves that we need to perfect. We've got walking stance middle punch and walking stance low outer forearm block, or outer forearm low block rather. So if we get started, we'll practice some punches, and we'll practice them just in parallel stance first, and then we'll put them into walking stance. We'll do the same with the walking stance low block, and then we'll put it together into the whole sequence of Saju Jirugi. So we're going to stand feet pointing straight forward just while we practice our parallel stance, and we're going to bring our punch up to shoulder height. So shoulder height's what makes that middle punch, and I'm just going to turn try and face the camera directly. I want my punch straight down the middle. Yeah, so it's on the center line, it's underneath my nose, this line running straight through the middle. I don't want my punch drifting off to the side. And if you know how to make a fist correctly, it's always fingers first and then thumb last. So fingers first, thumb last. And we want to get a nice straight line across the top of the wrist. We don't want to see something like this or something like this. Try and get a lovely straight line. So we'll just practice 10 of those. So bring that hand up to the center line, and we relax. We aim as we come up, and then we accelerate as we drop. Number 2, relax, aim, and punch. Number 3. Number 4. Looking good there. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Relax, aim, punch. 9. And 10. Lovely. Do 2 more for me just so I can have a look. Yeah, go on, 2 more. Lovely. Yeah, you're both getting that really nice height up and down now. So we'll turn that into a walking stance now. So when I step forward from my walking stance, I've just about got enough space to do one here. So it's quite a big step. Yeah, we don't want small stances unless we really have to. So we're going to do a lovely big walking stance. I want my back foot flat on the floor, yeah, so no high heels, push that heel down to the floor. My back leg needs to be straight and my front leg needs to be bent. Alright, and ideally I'm going to have my knee over my ankle here, rather than push too far forward over my toes and putting some strain here. And we want a nice straight line just from knee down to heel. Now when people put the punch in here, sometimes what happens is they end up half facing, but like we said earlier, it's full facing, so I want to turn those shoulders so both shoulders are the same distance from this wall in front of me, and my punch is still through the middle. I haven't kind of come like this. Yeah, we want it right down onto that center line. So we'll try 10 of those. I'm going to move right back here so I've got a little bit more space, and I'll step forward to do my walking stance. Yeah, and I'll just check that's down the middle. I'll check my front leg's bent, back leg straight, and come back up. Relax, prepare, and punch. So do get that little aim and accelerate at the end there. We'll do another 8. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see my legs a little bit better. Number 6. 7. And you'll notice just before I move, I try and relax everything, so both arms and legs become bent. I aim and then punch. 2 more. And 10. Alright, well done. And again, do 2 more for me just so I can have a look. Let's see, 2 more punches. Yes. Very nice. Alright. So we're going to move on to our low block. So again, we're going to be doing this in walking stance. It's a half-facing technique, so you know how before when I said my shoulders need to be square like this, both shoulders the same distance from that wall. But when we do the low block, I'm half-facing, so my shoulders are twisted round a little bit. So I'm allowed a front shoulder and a back shoulder. Yeah, so we're not both the same here, we're a little bit twisted. My hands start lovely and high, and I'll show you nice and close. So I want my arms back to back, yeah, back to back here. And the hand I'm going to use goes on the top, yeah. So if I'm going to use my right hand, I'll put my right hand on top, they're back to back, like I've got two watches on, watch faces are stuck together, and I'll take a step forward into this low block. Big walking stance, front leg bent, back leg straight, okay? Now the angle of your arm is 25 degrees, so if this is 0, it's straightened all the way out, and this would be 90 degrees, or a right angle, so 25 degrees, it's not that far. It's not much at all, it's just your arms that little bit bent, yeah? And we're using the outer forearm to do the block, so imagine kick coming into the lower abdomen, boom, down to here. Alright, let's give it a go, we'll try for 10 of those. Relax, prepare and block, yeah? Try the other hand, so now put the left hand on top. Boom, low block there. Come back up, number 3. Remember, start the hands quite high and quite far away from the body. We don't want to be doing tiny little blocks like this. We want to make quite a big movement. So another 2 here. And then I'll turn forwards just so you can see it from the other angle while we do 5 more. Hands high, block low. Yes, looking good. And hopefully you can see there that the angle of my arm, because I'm using this outer forearm here, I don't want my arm kind of twisted upside down like this. I want my knuckles pushed forward. Yeah, so not like this, like this. 2 more I think we have. Ready, let's go. Yes, and 1 more. Looking good, well done. Let me just check over here. Everyone training hard. Yeah, Max is training hard, well done. Alright, so now we'll put it together into the full sequence, into Saju Jirugi. So, it's probably going to be best if I face the other way so that you can copy me as if we were all in the training hall together and we were all going the same way. So I'm going to start in Jumbi, yeah? Now I'm going to be right in the middle of my mats here, and I'm going to put my left foot where those 4 mats meet, because my left foot is going to be stuck to the floor. It's not going to move, it's going to stay where these mats meet on these crossroads. So my left foot glued down, it can't go anywhere. Yeah. My right foot is going to go forward, and I'll do my right punch of a right walking stance. Yeah. Now just check that left foot hasn't gone anywhere, it's exactly where it started. Shoulders are lovely and square. Now this foot can't move. So I'm going to turn to this wall, and this leg will go backwards behind me to do my low block. Excellent. And then we'll come forward to punch. And that left foot is still there. So now you're going to be facing away from me because I'll be facing towards the front. I have to step behind my left foot. Yes, and I'm going to step in front of my left foot. Walking stance punch. Next wall, step behind. That left foot is still there, it hasn't moved. And then we punch. Right, so we've gone to every single wall with a punch, hence Saju Jirugi, 4 directional punch. We come back to the middle. I'm going to swap my feet over, so now my right foot is on this little mark and I know it hasn't moved. Right foot is stuck, left foot goes forward. Then I'm going to turn this way, so if I'm moving my left foot, I have to turn to the right. And I step backwards to do the low block. I step forwards to do the punch. This leg still hasn't moved, that right foot is still stuck to that same spot. Now I'm going to turn towards you. I step backwards to do my low block, and that's with my right hand. I go forwards to punch with the left hand. Yes, well done guys. Last wall, I turn and go backwards. Right low block, left punch. And then that foot should still be there, it hasn't moved anywhere. Back to Jumbi. Alright, great work, that was looking good. By the way, when you see me looking down here, that's because I'm checking on what you're doing on my computer screen. So a few hints for trying to remember Saju Jirugi. If your left foot is stuck to the floor, you're turning to the left. And if your right foot's stuck to the floor, you're turning to the right. Yeah? And it always goes punch, block, punch, block, punch, block. And it always goes right, left, right, left, right, left. So we're always alternating. Yeah? So I never punch with the right and then block with the right. It always keeps swapping. So we're going to do it twice more. So we'll do it once more with me, and then I want to watch you do one by yourselves. So if we come back to here, all right, left foot is stuck, right foot is moving. So because my left foot's stuck, we know I'm going this way. I'm going round to the left. Okay. So first move is the punch. And I'm going to turn this way. I've got to go backwards first. Low block. Then I go forwards to punch. And I turn. I go backwards for the low block. That left foot is still stuck down. Step forward to punch with the right hand. Lovely. Next wall. Backwards to block with the left. Forwards to punch with the right. So we're halfway. Let's come back to Jumbi. Swap those feet over. If you've got something to stand on, brilliant, and then you know if that foot's staying still. Right foot is stuck, which means we're turning right. Punch. Turn this way. Go backwards for the low block. Go forwards for the punch. This way. Backwards. And then forwards to punch. Very good. Next wall, backwards to block. And forwards to punch. And back up we come. Alright, so we'll do this again, but we'll do it without any sort of talking from me. Yeah, so we'll just go through all together at the same time and then see if you can keep up without the verbal instructions. Yeah. Remember, we start with our right hand. Right hand's going to punch first. Right. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. You're looking brilliant, by the way. Number 6. Number 7. Back to the middle. Number 1. Number 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. And if we did this in class, we'd normally do a little key up at the end. So we go up and then back to where we started. All right, brilliant work. I'm going to have a little watch of you guys now. So last thing we have to do, you're just going to show me the whole pattern. All right, so start in Jumbi, look nice and strong, and in your own time. So ready, go. Yes, get started, well done. Nice. Excellent, good start everyone. I like the big walking stances from Ellen, they look good. Kate's doing a great job. Well done Max, keep going. And then to the back, good Max. That's it Kate, you're in the other way, well done. Got it. Yes. Well done girls. Max has got a few moves left. And punch. Yes. And then block. Last 2 moves, Max. Nice. Well done. That was brilliant. Loved the big walking stances I could see from Ellen. Kate, you did really well because you spotted when you moved the wrong foot and you fixed it and you made that right. I spotted Max do that as well. There's never a problem when you make mistakes. It's good to make mistakes because then you recognise them, and when you fix them, you build up your muscle memory and you build up your knowledge of the technique as well. Max, you're looking nice and strong on those punches. I like that. Well done. Let's stand up and bow. So good Saju Jirugi practice today. And Yunge, Tai Kwan. Wait 1 second and I'll unmute you guys.